Hello and welcome to Blockchain Gaming World with me, John Jordan. So we are back with 9 Chronicles. So did the first video yesterday on my phone, but I have since worked out that I can also get the account running on PC. So 9 Chronicles, one of the big things actually about the new version. So the new version is actually called 9 Chronicles M for mobile. That was the first version that was released on mobile. You can play it as a mobile game, download it from the app stores, but you can also download the PC version and use the same account. It's a bit fiddly because you have to get your private key and your password out of the sort of when you set up the mobile phone version. You're asked to set up a password. You need to write that down. That's very important. You can't. It's not just a password you can sort of change. That's locked into also with the private key. So anyway, it took a bit of toing and froing, but I did it. So this is the same account now I've got on my phone and on my PC, and it's just easy to play on the PC. So obviously bigger screen. Obviously it's nice to have it on the phone. So when you're not on the PC, you can sort of play it in both ways. But I think I'm going to be playing it mainly on the PC, just because it's a bit fiddly otherwise. So quite a lot of changes have happened. If you look at the first video, I won't go into them all in detail. I'm going to do a few videos about sort of what I've done. But this is my character here. You can actually have up to 3 characters, and each character has a wallet. Has actually a blockchain address. So this runs on its own blockchain. So that gives it sort of a lot of flexibility for that sort of stuff. Although obviously less secure than something like Ethereum, but sort of no gas fees. So this is a character where I've changed the avatar and actually bought one of the PFP characters. So my NFT, the first NFT I bought, I then imported that in. It's just the visual look. So that's what's going on there, and I've leveled up some gear and all this sort of stuff. So when I played the mobile version, if I hit staking, that you can't do that in the game, and you can't do the DCC stuff in the mobile game. So those are 2 blockchain bits. Obviously, on the PC version, I can hit those. It takes me to a website, so I'm not going to do it now. I'll do a different video on that. But the DCC stuff is this avatars, and obviously staking is the token. You can stake that, and you can also stake your NFTs. But let's just come back and play the game, sort of bit of it. So patrol reward, that's just a sort of idle bit. So this just runs for 12 hours. Higher level, higher your rewards. Takes 12 hours. I get some rewards. Okay, cool. So let's go and collect those rewards. So it's now hitting up the blockchain. So anytime you see that little worm, that's a blockchain transaction going on there. So say the block, every block is about 6 seconds on this. So now we go back to patrolling, and it's just, we can't obviously claim anything. It's just a little sort of idle thing it's doing there. Just get some extra rewards. What else is going on? So it looks like I've been I'm crafting a longsword. We can see that's going to take 1 hour 2 minutes. So this is the number of blocks. 472 blocks, that's what it's showing here, to craft a longsword. When I have that longsword, I can go into the workshop and I can level up my existing stuff. So it is a bit slow because every time you do something, it's a blockchain transaction. So you can see here is crafting this sword. Oh, what's going on here? I can unlock. I don't think I can. No, I still need some. It's not letting me unlock that. I still need some equipment there. But I can. When I get that other sword, I can go into upgrade, and I can upgrade the sword that's equipped. So you have to. This is a typical RPG thing. You take the thing you want and you burn similar examples of it, lower powered ones, to upgrade the thing you've got. So you can do that with any of these items. Grinding is burning stuff. Runes is another system of sort of gear. Haven't got enough, so I've got 8 silver dust and no gold dust, so I can't do any summons at the moment. So I have to wait for that to happen. So what can we do in the meantime? We can have a look at the shop. The shop's different. So when you go into the mobile version of the game, the shop is in-app purchases. So there's a whole bunch of in-app purchases that you pay with your, typical Google Pay or Apple Pay, and you're buying basically in-game. You're buying things like, you can buy things like dust, or you can buy in-game assets. Doesn't have in-app purchases in the PC version. This has effectively a blockchain marketplace. So I'm actually selling some stuff here. Oh, one of them sold. Cool. Did I not sell it? No, I'm going to do it here. That's right. So I've got this sword here. This is my original sword. I'm going to sell that. I'm going to try and sell that for 11 gold. No buyers so far. I might need to drop the price on that. So I can retrieve it or re-register it. This is all using action points, so this is interesting that I need those in the game and also for selling things. So I guess it's sort of an anti-bot sort of scenario. So this one here, this is a pretty good sword that I used to like, but it's now no longer any good. So I could burn it if I wanted to, or grind it, or I could sell it. So let's sell it for 10 gold. So it's going to use up some action points, and it's obviously hitting up the blockchain in order to do that. So it's sort of unclear to me if everything in this game is a blockchain asset, or whether some things aren't. I think some things aren't, because that's how it also works on the on the mobile side. But I could be wrong, to be totally honest. It could be that everything, all the items are blockchain items, even stuff like action points and things like that. I'd have to do a bit more investigation. Certainly a lot of the stuff is on chain. It's quite interesting that they could get this game through the App Store approvals process when so much of this stuff is, literally everything it does is hitting a blockchain. I guess the App Stores don't care really what infrastructure you're running on. They don't care if it's running on a blockchain. They just care they get their sort of their 30% of any revenue. That's the main thing. So what can we do? We can go to the arena. So this is the PvP bit. So it's off season at the moment, but you do get some rewards. So I've got, you have 8 tickets here, different ticketing system, and I can, my CP, my power is 38,000. So I want to maybe pick this guy here, this person who's roughly the same as me. Make sure I've got the right things equipped. So there's my character, going to spend one of my tickets, and it's just going to, this is an idle game in general, so it's an idle RPG, so this is just going to be an idle battle. Our 2 characters will fight, in terms of the stats they've got, and the items that they've got equipped, and it's a... Okay, so second time lucky. Had to restart for some reason, don't quite know why it's so slow. We can see here, I'm getting bashed, I'm getting destroyed. So that didn't work out so well. He's got pretty good setup there. So I failed, but I still got some fish and an egg and some of this stuff. So that wasn't so good. Anyway, you get the idea. So that's the arena. Looks like what's going on here? Is there anything here? No, don't need to do that. That's the same thing, isn't it? Okay, so we could have a look at the sort of actual game while we're here, and so let's say this is an idle RPG, and so it's a 2D side-scrolling game, so you just sort of play through as far as you can get. You can see what the rewards are, you can see what the monsters are, you can sort of see what's going on. I'm going to use up some action points, make sure I've got the right stuff equipped. Have I got any? Oh, I can also equip a consumable, so that's just gonna boost my my power. Obviously, you can sort of mint, you can create higher versions of those that'll give you more boosts, but they're used up as you play. So again, hitting up the blockchain, and we can actually, so it's just gonna play through until it gets to the end of a level or I die. So something just worth showing about the sort of blockchain nature of this is if I go here and go into settings, I can see this is my address, this is my public key, as we would say in blockchain. This is my private key. Don't want to show anyone that. That's basically your it's not a seed phrase, but that's basically your the way you prove your blockchain credentials. So if anyone else gets that, they basically get your account. In this case, they also need your password, so a bit more complicated, but you have to look after your password and your private key. It says here, never expose the private key to anyone. Anyone can steal your assets if it's exposed. Okay, but let's copy the address. So that's just my public address, and we can go in and have a look at what's going on there. Okay, so we switched over to web. This is the 9 Chronicles Blockchain Explorer. So we can just see, like any other explorer, it just tells you what's going on the blockchain. Should point out there are 2. So there's confusingly there's one called Odin, which is the original 9 Chronicles blockchain, and there's also a new one called Heimdall, and they're basically different blockchains. They're forked. One of them's a forked, Heimdall's a forked version of Odin. So you have to choose the right one. to see what's going on. But basically tells us what's going on is this is the price of the token. This is actually a wrapped 9 Chronicles Gold token. So this is the wrapped version running on Ethereum. Obviously the original version runs on the original blockchain. Market cap of all the tokens at that price, doing about 8 seconds per block, and about 70 transactions per block. That compares to the original blockchain. Actually it does has a slightly quicker block time, sort of 7 seconds, but it has fewer transactions per block, probably because less people are playing. So 33 transactions per block when I just looked. So this is the blocks, this is the transactions in the blocks. We can see what's going on here. People are claiming items, they're hacking and slashing, they're enhancing items. This is all the smart contract sort of stuff. And we can put in my account, and hopefully we're going to see something here. There we go. So I've got no gold in there, as we saw. So there's no cryptocurrency in there. My avatar has this, and you can actually see this is my game name as well. So when you create the avatar, it actually has its own wallet address. I don't know what's going to. We'll click on that in a minute and see. But we can sort of see what's been happening here. So we can look at the actions that I've done. So I hacked and slashed 22 using this avatar. I went to Battle Arena. I registered a product. I think that was the item I was selling. And we can see here, you know, I started playing 43 minutes ago. I was playing yesterday, 14 hours ago, and all the things. I've combined. I've burned things. I've gone to the Battle Arena. Lots of Battle Arena stuff. Hacked and slashed quite a lot of that. Haven't mined any. Have I mined any blocks? I don't think so. So I think with the client, it was originally the game was peer-to-peer, so when you had the client it mined as well. I don't think that's the case anymore, so there's no mined blocks there. I've only just started playing, so maybe that's the other reason why. So yeah, so that's sort of what's going on. And if we click on the avatar, I don't know what's going to tell us here. I've not done this before. Okay, this is kind of interesting. So this tells us the balance. I think this is the account balance, I'm guessing. No, but it's interesting. Yeah, so the avatar, this is the avatar's name. So if I think it's interesting, I haven't done this. If I create another avatar, which you can have up to 3, they would have different names, I guess. I don't know how the gold would be spread between them. I don't know. I'm making it up now. But anyway, more importantly, we can see this is the level. So 116. This is the account that the avatar is attached to. So this is the wallet. This is my wallet address that we originally were looking at. Character ID, daily reward index, block, and updated block. So we can see here some other aspects here of I guess the visual look. So there. So yeah. So we can see very blockchain, and some interesting stuff here that I need to do some more investigation on. And that's it for this video. But be doing a lot more. So do subscribe if you're interested in 9 Chronicles.